So hello everybody. Today is all about alteration. Now I have a guest here, which is actually a client, but anyway, she's here, and this is a bit of an emergency job because I'm moving and I'm packing away. So once again, people they love to break my arm. So Victoria here has broke my arm, and once again we're here doing an alteration, and lucky for me this is a pencil pleat. Where you going?
Just standing here. I'm out of focus now.
Yeah, you are. Oh yeah. What? Because actually she wanted to be out, but I'm now breaking her arm.
Yes.
Yeah. So and I'm going to make this easy for you. So anyway, we've got a pencil pleat here as normal, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces that I'm going to join together. But she wanted to stay with me today for a little while so that she can see me in action. Is that so?
That's correct.
Yes. So what we're going to do is going to pull this apart and then join all the pieces together and work out how much I really need for the window. So this is my alarm because I've just taken my medication. So anyway, so Victoria, listen, scratch that, because she likes to be called Victoria. But you know what? You know me, I am terrible with names. And guess what? She's lucky I remember a part of her name. You really are, because I don't know people's name. Right, so Victoria with an A?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so what have you brought for me today?
What have I brought? Oh, okay. Right, so I've got, I made a mistake with the measurements of the window.
As people do.
And so to rectify it, I thought, okay, I'll get another set of curtains. And it seemed like a good idea, but then when they pulled, they didn't look right. And I thought, I'll get another set, 3 sets. And it still didn't look right, so I thought, okay, what can we do? They need to be joined together and the pleats done properly, and that's what Desiree has kindly said she can do for me, because I saw some other curtains she did for someone else and they're absolutely wonderful. And I thought that's why I need to go to see if she can sort this out. And I explained over the phone very badly, but she understood me. And here I am.
Yeah, so Victoria is actually a referral from Julie. I told you I was bad with names, and I know this woman for years, Julie. Yes. So Julie referred her to me, and Julie's curtain is up there as well. It's a red curtain. I might put the link to it to know who the referral is, but I'm always here. I've been here over 20 odd years. Right, I'm moving house now, but I'll always will have my workroom and my machines, and I will always be doing bits and bobs, even though I'm trying to retire. Yes. So I'm going to get on with it now. So the first thing I'm going to do to get started, and then I'm going to work everything out, because I know that I've got to pull them apart. But so I've tried to explain to Victoria that when you are joining curtains together, you always have to get rid of the tape, because if you leave them on and join the two together, there is going to be a hiccup when you pull it, and this is going to have 3 or 4 hiccups in it, which we don't want. So it's always, you think you're wasting money, but you're not. You're looking at the aesthetic of it looking nice. So the first thing we do is rip these off. You know what, I need to change my glasses again so I can actually see the stitches. I had varifocals, right, and they became a nuisance because I got ripped off as far as I'm concerned.
I couldn't manage that either.
Huh?
I couldn't manage varifocals.
No, I managed it. Excuse me a minute. I managed it, but what they did is the bottom part, they gave me not my actual prescription, they gave me a weaker one because you look how thick these are.
Yes.
Because you can't get a varifocal as this thickness, but they didn't tell me. So I suffered for a couple of years and I got fed up. And I took it back to them. I did this. And I took it back to them and said, I can't see through the things. So they said, that's because.
It's so thick?
Yeah, because it wasn't thick enough.
Was it Specsavers?
No, no. It was in Tesco, the company that's in Tesco. So here we are. So here's the tape. So we literally take them off. You take the whole lot off. And then I work out which side I'm going to open up when I put them together and start stitching. But what I explained to Victoria is that you see the 2-inch turning that we normally do here. This has only got 1 inch. Well, what do you expect? It's ready made. Sorry about that. Oh look, as well as it's overlocked as well.
What does that mean?
I have to cut it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, all the way down?
I had to cut it anyway.
No, I know, but
yeah,
the whole length, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So this one is nicely overlocked inside, right? And you know, bespoke curtains, we don't overlock at all really, because we feather and we stitch this down. We lay this down as I've shown you in the past. So it's called a feather stitch. We feather this down, and then the lining is done separately. But this is a bagging out technique. Okay. And to make it quicker. So I've got to rip off the sides. So until I do that,
can I help with the ripping?
Oh yes, you can. So here we are. There. So here's the scissors.
Oh, so all of it has to come off there.
Yeah.
Wow. So even the brand new ones, yes, because when you stitch it, it won't work.
Yeah, yeah, I put them all together. But I literally, Victoria, I am making your curtains.
Yeah, well, that doesn't sound. It sounds like okay. So it's just like the fabric then.
Yeah, that's right. So you might as well, had gone to somebody who make curtains and make them ready-made, bespoke. Yeah.
Ideally, well,
in the first place, because in the end you've actually paid more money in the end.
If I had got the curtains right in the first place, then you know. You
would have only got it right.
Have you got a blade? I just find it easier to cut it than with the scissors.
I've got a blade, but you know what? I don't want you to cut.
No, it's just that I find it easier because I'm worried about cutting the material.
No, you know, it's a problem like I had as well, is to look for the stitch. Yeah, and cut the stitch. That was a problem. Just nip the stitch and then pull it. Go and pull it. So the stitch there. Now you see why I needed these fixed glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, and this one up here. You see the stitch?
I was worried I was going to get the fabric. I was worried I was going to get the fabric. Is this harder than it looks?
That's not on. Listen, you're off camera, so that didn't go off camera. Do you do needlework at all?
I do the basics and that's about it.
Yeah.
My mum could do everything. She used to knit, sew, do crochet, all that business.
Yeah, there's a knitting machine underneath here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've taken. This was the sharper scissors. Let me give it back to you.
I feel quite successful in that, huh?
You have a sharper one. and literally these go in the bin.
Because there's nothing you can do with them.
Some people will iron them again and try.
Really?
Yeah, but then again, you can see where it was sagging from where it's been tried to use.
Yeah. That's the most annoying bit because I've been.
So as I said, here, as you can see, it's overlocked,
Okay.
right?
So you're going to cut it?
I'm going to cut it off. If it wasn't overlocked, I would have ripped it just the same, but now I have to cut it off.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going to have to work out how much more I'm going to cut off,
Oh dear.
if I'm going to cut any at all.
Yeah, so what I was thinking, as it's 5 pieces in each cut, in each bay, because of the, oh, is that why you're cutting this one in two? So it will be equal. That makes sense to me now.
No, I have to cut all of them.
No, in the middle, I mean.
I'm cutting this one side
Yes.
to join it to another one.
To another one, so that when you pull it apart, you'll have 2.5 and 2.5
Yeah.
on each side. That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
Yeah.
Which together will then make the 5 pieces.
Yeah, but one of them, I've cut this like this, but one of them I have to cut both sides so I can join the other extra piece on.
Right.
I'll tell you.
So how many pieces will you have in one bay?
5 in all.
5.
5.
And then when you pull them apart, it'll be 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5 that will make the 5. That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. And I haven't actually worked it out because I'm just going by what you've given me actually.
Okay.
But so when I say your window is 11 feet, and I haven't
11.5.
Okay. I'm sure downstairs it was 11.
No, it was definitely 11.5. It was 10 foot inside and then wall to wall 11.5.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, okay. So I'm going to, because I haven't done that as yet, because to tell you the truth, even if I needed more, there's nothing I can do about it, so it doesn't really bother me now, because what you've got here is what's going to do.
Yes,
that's it.
You'll have to do it. I think it's done now with buying extra pieces. I always thought, oh, it's too much already, but no.
Well, this is it, you see, people think that it's a lot of fabric in the window, but that's what makes it beautiful.
Exactly.
As well as it's there to do a job as well, which is to insulate.
Exactly.
Yeah, so okay, so I've cut this side here, and I've got another section to put on, but basically I'm going to draw it maybe and give you a diagram. So one side only needs to be fell, and the one in the middle, literally I've got 2 separate fabrics. So basically I'm making this curtain all over again, and that's what it is. So all she's done really is buy, when I say she, I mean Victoria,
It's by the material.
it's just bought the material.
But at least we're not, hemming and all that kind of business and doing all the end bits. That's fine, isn't it? This bit. You don't have to do anything with this bit, do you? Surely not.
But let me tell you this, right? You see the hem?
Yes.
Right? It's
What do you mean
either,
hem?
I'm going to have to open up a section of the hem.
All of it?
Not all of it, but I have to make it comfortable. And it's a lucky thing, you see this machine over there?
Uh-huh.
That was going yesterday.
Oh.
And I said, in case I get in trouble, let me just leave this one here and get rid of just one machine.
And then trouble came.
I would have had to do hand sewing.
Oh no, that's even worse.
Which is, you know what this is? This is a fella machine.
A what machine?
That stitch, that's that machine there.
Oh, it's like a hemming type
It
stitch.
is,
It doesn't go
yeah.
through. Okay, what's it called? A fella what?
Fella machine.
Oh.
Right, so that's one half done. So I'll tell you what.
I've done that one.
Yeah, so wait a minute. So there's 2 fabrics there.
I'm doing
Or
the
3.
shortest ones now, the shortest width ones now.
Okay, so I don't get lost. Oh. So this one now needs to. Which is the one that you've done already? These 2.
Yes, those 2 done.
Okay, so one of these need pulling out again.
Right, so this and this is the same length, width.
Yeah. So that's one side, and this is one side. So if I could have just ripped it, it would have been easier.
I'm surprised at how well it matches. I thought it would be like completely out of synchronization.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's because the batch you bought, it does rip. So look now, this one, I thought you said you did it. Okay.
No, took the tape off.
Okay.
That's what I meant by did
Okay.
it. Just the tape.
So as you can see, one side I've pulled, but now I'm going to take off this side because I'm going to join a small piece to it. And this is where it's going to get complicated, but I'll show you in a minute. I just want to quickly stitch something up. My viewers don't like to see when I rip as well.
No? Oh, why is that? They said it sounds horrible.
It sounds horrible and they expect to see it done, but don't put my mouth on it. It tears. Right, so that's the lining separated.
All of it completely off.
Yes.
For all of them?
So-
We're going to do that for all of them?
No, just only one side, because you see now that side has to now stitch up to this one, and this side, and this is where it start to get heavy.
Okay, so that's off now. So I'm not doing any line, I'm just removing tape.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
feel I can cope with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So this is a short one. Let's fold it up.
Can you stop it for a minute?
Yeah, you're next to the phone.
Okay, still the same day. Okay, so we're coming to the end of one side of the curtain, and this technique we're doing at the moment is a bagging out technique, which I've shown you before. So my daughter has joined me now, and my client is
Putting on the pressure.
in the living room waiting for us to make this curtain, because she's going home with one side of curtain. And then afterward, I will finish the other side. So we're working during the night to do these curtains. So I thought I'll show you, pull this up that way, Francesca. Yeah. Let me see, where's what we've done. Put this on the edge. Put this on the edge so I can get clap here. Oh, wait, but don't pull it yet. Right, yeah. What's the matter?
Same thing that happens all the time.
Pick yourself, pin yourself. So even though this is a bagging out technique, we'll still want to make sure there's not much air in it. And as much as Victoria wanted to stay up and watch this, as you can see through the window, it's late at night now. And she's downstairs in my waiting room. Waiting for her curtains. Take that up a bit more. Do it again for me.
You done?
Yeah, go on.
Start from here.
Hmm?
Start from here.
No. Start from next point.
You gonna tell them what we're doing?
No.
Where's the pen? That's too far.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to do with nails on.
Is it raining?
Raining?
That sounded like it. Switch.
You don't be dry.
You didn't iron it though, did you?
No.
Hey, you want to go back and iron it?
I feel like we pushed this out of. I don't feel like it's the same size anymore.
So,
Because that doesn't look straight.
yeah, come, let's go.
Yeah, that's wonky.
Straighten it then.
I'd rather be with you.
No. It's something that's going on for you, isn't it? Get this gone a bit back. Wait, I think I did that wrong. Yeah, I did.
Are you putting it up tonight?
Yeah, this one's going up tonight.
No, I'm talking about the second one.
No, I'm just delivering it.
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
We're free off the nursery tomorrow if you want to wait till dinner.
Yeah? Okay. If she doesn't mind me delivering it tomorrow.
Yeah, because I don't want you to be up late at night and I can't have Richard out too late.
Okay. Tomorrow's what? Let's hope I haven't got any
Wednesday.
appointments. Right. Always pin it so that when it moves,
It stays together.
it stays together.
That's how we'd be stabbing ourselves all the time. Whatever. Oh, Mum, you didn't pin here.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's just messy that.
Where's the clamp gone? Where did that come from?
Must be some dust in the air.
Yeah. You put the clamp on that side for me so I can pull this tight.
Go on now. You can do it.
Any cottons you see, just take them off. Pull this bit.
Oh, after this you stitch and tape back on.
Mhm.
That's what he was talking about.
Got a little bit of bubble here.
So what do we do about that?
I could either lose it here. I want to keep this, so I think I better just lose it.
It's cold in there.
I'm okay.
Probably because you're irritated. Your blood is
What's
blood
it?
temperature's rising.
My menopause.
Oh, you told all the YouTube that.
I already did tell them. One kid.
Just say, you may occasionally see me flip out because I have menopause. Just like, you know,
Your
when...
party. Get up and come on.
Just try and stay close to the wall. What do you want, the tape measure or what?
Tape measure.
Aren't you going to start from this end?
Alright then. Let me oh, where's the other tape measure? So here guys, you will see I've got two crossing over on the table at the moment, So this part is where I'm hemming the curtain, and this one is the other side to it. But what I'm doing, because this curtain is a bagging out technique, this is how I find it, this is how I'm putting it back. This is an alteration. So what I've done here is put it, they're kissing, the lining and the fabric, they're kissing together, but at the end of it I have turned up the side a 10 centimeter, and then I'm going to stitch it so it ends up at 8 centimeters. So what I'm doing here now is that I've got too much fabric, so I'm lining it up and I'm going to cut off, say cut it there, so that by the time I take this bit off, cut it off, it will pull it in and make itself comfortable. And if I lose a couple of centimeters when it pulls itself inwards or outwards, I wouldn't worry about that too much, because it is a pencil pleat curtain and it gathers in and you can adjust it to fit your window. So let me get on with this. There we are. I'm going to straighten that up in a minute, but as you can see, I've cut it. So as you can see, I've cut it. I'm going to straighten that up, make it an angle in a minute. And you can see the one is underneath. So by the time I stitch it, it will pull it in according. Now I want to explain something. This job is a rush job. It was needed ASAP. Sorry about that. Got the light in the way. So this job is a rush job and it was needed ASAP. Now, but when it came to me, I didn't realize that the extra fabric that I was adding on were not equal to what was bought in the shop. So in the packet there was the width 89 inches, not bad. So I had at least 4 of those, and then another packet, when we open it up, the width was 66 inches. Okay, and then when we open up another packet of ready-made curtains, the width was less than 66. So I would say probably it was 60 inches or something like that, or less than that. But nevertheless, I thought, okay, let me mirror image this and let me do this. No problem. But when it came down to it, if I mirror imaged it as a pair of curtain, the 66 inches, I would have to cut it in half, then cut the 60 inch in half. So you'll have half of each of those on one side and half on the other. But by the time I was making it up, it was so much confusion and everything, so much pieces joining here. I thought, you know what, nah, let's not do that. So what I did is I left the 66 inches on one side, and that's nearest to the wall, the further away, and then the shorter bit, which is around 60 or less, I cut that in half and put it on either side. But what happened here is the 60 inches, the amount that we had, only went to one side, not to the other. But the smaller piece went on both sides. So that kind of threw the look of symmetrical off. But as I said, it was a rush job, so I had to think quick because I was working until 9 o'clock last night to give my client a pair of curtain so she can put it up at her window for the night. So now I'm continuing to do the other half, the other window, because it's 2 windows I'm doing, and I will give it to her, and then the order will be complete. But what I'm saying is that when you go and you buy ready-made curtains, especially for big windows, I haven't had here to alter yet any curtains that they've already made with 6 joining in it. They only ever do 2 to my recollection. So don't be deceived in thinking you're getting cheap curtains to put at your window and you will get somebody to alter it for you, because in the end it will turn out expensive. So please, please, please consult me or a curtain maker and get a quote from them and judge it up if you're going to, if curtains are going to turn out cheap, but it won't. So please just get it made from a professional. Not saying that ready make is not a professional. They are. Sorry, excuse me for that. No, get it made by a bespoke and get your curtain done one time all. Because in the end, by the time I pulled it all apart, she ended up, or not she, I did. I virtually made this curtain from scratch. The only thing I didn't do was the hem. That was it. So don't waste time. Just call me or get me to make your curtain. I'll be happy to do it. Just pay the money. Just pay the money. Show me the money. Do you remember that? Show me the money. Pay the money and have your beautiful curtains. In the end, these curtains will look beautiful. But the biggest mistake as well is that some part I was able to match the pattern up, and some parts I can't, because when ready-made curtains are being made, you know, they're not caring about that. The packet that you got will match up, but matching it up with another packet, nah, you're asking for too much. Anyway, take care. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope I get a picture of this client's curtain hanging up. If not, over and out. Thank you for watching. So I am putting the tape on, and first of all I pinned the top, and then I started to stitch this one first. As I said in previous videos, you do not stitch this, get to the bottom of it and turn around and go back the way you came. You do not do that, right? So, but what happened is this tends to twist and it goes like that. So at the front it will go off. So what I'm going to show you now, but I've only got one hand, is that when I go back, when I'm going to stitch this side from that entrance coming down, I first go up it and I pin, and I make sure that this is going straight as an angle. And if you want, you can put a right angle on it and then pin it. And the beauty about this is it gives a bit, so if it's going off, you can kind of manipulate it to go back on track. So let me see if I can put the camera down and pin one, because don't forget, the machine goes over the pin. So I pin all this down. The pin that is on this side here, I take it off and then I transfer it and put it down there. So I don't have to go looking for any more pin. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm bringing it down, flatten it out and pin them down. And I close that off and make sure that's a right angle as well. And believe in me, when I've done that, I finished. So thank you for watching. I'm going to see the end result because I've got to go. So so here it is now.
I thought the fold here was nicer.
The
fold here.
The fold. Okay, yeah. So I've showed her how to do it because they can do it themselves. So I've just put some pleats in here to start it off for them, and I brought it forward, and then they're gonna secure it at the end and tighten it up. And this is the closest or the best you'll see of it. It's not finished, but at least you see it's in the client's house. That's to be put up.